soon as we come around this corner, it's a completely different landscape.
Here's the mangled mess. What a stupid mistake. Oh well. Gusting 27, 28 knots. I got a double reef in the main. So here's what to absolutely not do. We're in a tight anchorage we've never been before. And I left the fishing line out and ran it over. We emergency dropped the anchor and it was totally fine. We weren't gonna hit any rocks, but we dropped the anchor immediately. Engine shut off, all this stuff. We dropped the anchor immediately. And now I'm just working on trying to get this fishing line out of the prop. Let me show you. I took the prop off. There's the mangled mess. I tried to do it without taking the prop off. It's not very hard, but it's just, if you drop something, we're screwed. So I tried to cut it with a knife, but this just wasn't going anywhere. And as you can tell, there is still a lot of line wrapped up around that shaft. So I'm gonna get this all cleaned up, put the prop back on, hopefully not drop anything in the water, and we should be set. We might re-anchor. I don't know, we'll find out when I get this fixed. That's job done. What a stupid mistake. Oh well, all good.
We just left the last place. It was about 1.5 miles away, and as soon as we come around this corner, completely different landscape than anything we've seen in the Sea of Cortez.
So with how beautiful this spot has been, it has been pretty uncomfortable as an anchorage for sleeping at nighttime. The wind is pretty heavy just offshore, coming from the north. They're called northerlies. In the wintertime, the wind often blows down the Sea of Cortez like really hard when there's storms up in the US. And the last 2 days, 2.5 days, this is going on day 3 now, it's been really heavy winds just offshore, and we're tucked in here as close as we can to the beach, and it's got a little bit of a rock and reef shelf that minimizes the amount of waves that come through, but it's not that great, and we're tired. The wind shifts, so the boat moves around on the anchor, and then the swell is just coming in, and so we end up in this rocking back and forth. And the last 2 nights, it's just you get woken up like 3 a.m. and you're just getting thrown around. Nothing crazy, it's still protected and we're still very safe. Anchor hasn't budged or anything like that. It's just as uncomfortable. It's not that it's unsafe, it's just very, very uncomfortable at certain times when you're just trying to get a good night's sleep. We have opted to stick around for another day and enjoy this little harbor until the wind shifts. We're going on a little hike, maybe, not sure how far we're gonna make it with this little one. She brought a backpack full of stuffed animals and is carrying some stuff, and we've made it about 20 feet so far. Shower section, possibly. And a commode with a view. Look at that. Why is everything in the desert so defensive? Jeez. Always trying to kill someone. What's your guess on these? Tarantula holes? Some sort of spider? I don't know. I don't know if I want to find out.
Definitely don't want to see a puma, but it would be cool to see, what, a mountain goat? What are they? Bighorn sheep.
It's a goal in life of mine.
Geneva wants to see a puma.
I do want to see a puma, but maybe not this close up.
I don't think that's a dog print. Something with a paw walks through here, huh? We were following kind of a cow trail, and there sure are a lot of little paw prints going around. We're gonna head back to the beach. Just like that, the northerly wind is gone, and now there's no wind and it's flat. We're gonna move about 3 miles north. Tomorrow, the wind should be coming from the west, and that'll allow us to get about another 15 miles to Agua Verde. So we're gonna pull up the anchor right now and get moving.
Easy 2 miles today to get us to a fresh new beach, and we'll do a longer haul tomorrow to get to Agua Verde. Supposedly there's a lot of coyotes here, so we shall find out.
Well, this is currently perfect. We've got the wind coming from the west. We're headed north. We're doing about 5 knots, 6 knots in 12 to 15 knots of wind. Doesn't get much nicer than this. We're now doing about 6.5, 7 knots in about 16 knots of wind. We are flying. I'm actually trying to slow us down a little bit just because we don't need to be going this fast. There's 7 knots right there. Not bad. Go, little Gemini, go. Just like that, 3 miles later, 0 wind. Sitting in a pond. Gotta love the Sea of Cortez. Classic Sea of Cortez. Every forecast model, they're all a little bit different, but they show either 0 wind or very light wind from a totally different direction. And right now we've got 14 knots, white caps, and the sea swell coming straight at us right on the nose. None of the forecasts say that that's what it's supposed to be doing right now. So we're only 3 miles away, but we're just pounding into it. The Gemini does not like this angle with this swell, but we're almost there, so it's bearable. We'll make it, it'll be fine. But I'm just get frustrated with the wind forecasts and sailing like this.
All this stuff. Agua Verde, and we found a restaurant on the beach, so we should be eating pretty good tonight. we found a tortilla shop and we got 2 kilos of tortillas. We could freeze some. Hopefully this will bring our provisions a little bit longer till we get to Loreto. So I'm excited. They're warm. I can't wait to try one.
Grocery haul is a success. We got another 4 to 5 days worth of food, and that'll get us to Loreto, hopefully no problem, because now we're out of cash.
No more tacos.
No more tacos. Oh well.
Grocery haul.
This might be one of the most scenic spots we've gone to yet. More for the overall scenic. Seems like every direction you look is just equally as beautiful as the other direction. I just flew the drone, and the whole time, I would turn the drone, look anywhere. It was just absolutely beautiful in all directions. This sunrise is so beautiful. We're gonna pull up the anchor and head out. We did 2 nights here in Agua Verde, and I really want to come back and spend a lot more time here, but we're on a mad dash to Loreto because we're running low on food, which we got some here, but now we're out of cash, and if we keep moving, we're gonna be out of diesel here eventually as well. So we just need a really big resupply. We've been out for 3 weeks already, and that's really stretching it. So we're gonna pull up anchor, we're gonna head out. Well, the Sea of Cortez bites again. We are doing 7 knots in like 15, 16 knots of wind. And then 2 minutes later, we're doing 0 knots in 3 knots of wind, bobbing around.
Are you telling them about the rainbow?
And this one woke up early. Now it's going. We're gusting like 22, 25. I got a reef in the main and the head sail's reefed way down. Yeah, we're still doing 6.5 knots. Woohoo! Gusting 27, 28 knots. I got a double reef in the main. This is crazy. We got absolutely beat up today, and we only made it to Isla Carmen, which is not where we were trying to go. But we tucked in here, found some shelter in an anchorage, enjoying a beautiful sunset, got some rest, hopefully gonna sleep tonight and forget that today even happened. I had a really good time sailing, but man, that was tough. This spot is way too close to the rocks. I don't think this is gonna work.
So if we were to drag at all, we'd pretty much immediately be on the rocks. Not a lot of room for air.